Hey there, how are you doing today? Welcome to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you guys. All right, guys, so I figured today I'm going to do a couple of flower reviews. I'm going to film a couple at least. And the first one I've had for a little while, and I'm really looking forward to it for a couple of reasons. We'll get into it. But real quick, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kick it back to the previous me, and he's going to go on and he's going to reiterate to you a little bit about what we're doing here on this channel, and he might even be able to explain a little bit about what THCA is, if there are any of y'all who are still unsure, unfamiliar, or on the fence about what that is. And then after that, we're going to be getting right into this review. All right, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9 THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a notice to law enforcement and the postal service, and it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right? All right, guys. Now that that's out of the way, what we're looking at today is brought to us by Miracle of the Desert. And what I'm looking at today is Amaretto Mintz. Already opened up the pack. Already poured it out on my tray because I already started filming this and I did not realize as I filmed through OBS, I hit the virtual camera instead of the record button. So here we are. There's the nugs. This was an eighth. I've already broken up some. Very good density. Got some stick to it. Got some snap to it. So the cure on it seems very, very good. Very pretty under the microscope. You guys should be seeing some photos right about now. All right. We can go ahead and grind this up, and we're going to be trying this out with the microdose bowl and the hybrid matrix bowl. And we're grinding up just enough to try it. I am taking it easy this time around, guys, because I need to film a couple of these today. I've got to catch up before my live stream on the 14th. If you guys don't already know about that, I will be streaming all day for a full 12 hours on the 14th, starting at noon Central Time and going through, well, midnight, basically, next morning. Alright. We're going to be trying this with the new April piece from the April Wheat Box. Very nice piece. Temperature's really starting to warm up around here, guys. It's heating up awful quick where I am. Oh, as you can see, I still wear this. Heating up. Not nearly enough for me. Not fast enough, really. In my opinion. Needs to be a little bit warmer. Alright, so we're going to be trying this with the microdose bowl. Oh, wow. Wow. That is really smooth. That's nice. And it does have some berry on it. Can't tell if it's cherry or not, though, guys. I'll be honest, I can't tell if it's cherry. Might be more strawberry leaning. Very, very sweet. Very smooth. That's quite nice. Go ahead and throw that one in there. Now, real quick, we're going to be looking at the strain. We're going to be looking at Miracle in the Desert. Let's see, it's an indica dominant strain bred by Seed Cartel and Jay Bezo, created from a cross of cherry punch and animal mints. It features dark purple trichome coated buds with bright green flecks and deep orange pistils. Lists here aroma and flavor, a bold mix of mint, earth, and tart cherries. Um, Effects, a deeply sedating high, making it ideal for relaxation and relief. And it says here the history of it was crafted by Seed Cartel and breeder Jay Bezo. Amaretto Mintz emerged in the late 2010s as a fusion of Cherry Punch's fruity punch and Animal Mint's calming depth. Gaining traction in underground circles, it became a go-to for flavor chasers and chill seekers by 2022. This one in particular has a THCa potency of 28%, and its primary aromas are mint and diesel. Now, on the nose, guys. On the nose. I can I can kind of get the mint. I can kind of get the mint, but it's something. It's tart. Like I can smell the tartness. It mentioned tart cherry. I can smell the tartness in it. If that makes sense. It's not sour. It's not sour. It's tart. It's very very interesting. Go ahead and hit it through this one. Get a little bit more gas on there. Well, yeah, and the mint's coming through too. The bigger hit, the mint really does come through. That's pretty good. Got a lot of terps in it, guys. It's got a lot of terps in it. And I can already start to feel it affecting me too. It's pretty potent. Now, what excited me about this, guys, back in my youth, when I was drinking, before I got sober, I used to love Amaretto, anything cherry. Um, so I'm really excited to be trying something that even just has that name applied. And this does have a certain fruity, tart, cherry, strawberry, maybe essence to it, um, with a hint of mint too, which is not bad, not bad at all. It's something I wasn't really expecting. To be honest, I wasn't expecting the mint to be come through as much as it did in that last hit, but it's really nice. Now this is grown in it's indoor. It's grown in coco noir, uh, using advanced nutrients. So it's one of the things on Miracle of the Desert that I really like is that they actually list the growing medium and stuff like that. You don't see a lot of places that actually list the growing medium and what they have listed. So that's really quite nice. Yeah, and this is pretty indica dominant as it's listed. Doesn't actually list the percentage dominance. I did not find an all bud page. All I found was a leafly page for it. But real quick, let's check out the lineage. So it's across a cherry punch and animal mints. And cherry punch is a sativa hybrid. Goes across a cherry AK-47 and a purple punch F2. And then we've got animal mints, which is just says hybrid, so I'm guessing it's a 50-50, and that's animal cookies crossed with cinnamon cookies. Cinnamon cookies is something I don't know that I've heard of. That is a cross of Girl Scout cookies and Blue Power. It's a Sin City Seeds signature hybrid. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, um, these this strain here is probably going to be helping, with relief of stress, depression, headaches. It's going to help you relax. Basically, it's going to calm you, sedate you. Um, might leave you feeling happy, creative, light, and uplifted. Um, you might wind up with some dry mouth. I'm starting to have some dry mouth coming on, but goodness, it's really good. It's really good, and this one is quite potent. Yeah. Now I love anything cherry, especially anything that has you know, purple punch, cherry punch, black cherry punch, any of those punches. If it's got cherry in it, I'm all over it. So this has pretty good background for me as far as flavor, as far as profile goes. Oh yeah. Wow. The finish on that the finish on that is very punchy. Very punchy. Like Hawaiian punchy. Kind of punchy. That's a flavor that I haven't that's nostalgic. Kind of tastes like when I was younger. younger, when I was a kid, they used to have these squeeze bottles, these little juice bottles that, well, they were bottles, and you squeezed them, and there was a fruit punch, a cherry punch. That back on that tasted just like that cherry punch from my childhood. Very, very good. Very, very interesting. Um, quite nice. All right, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this little review I've made here of Amaretto Mintz from Maryland's Desert. Really, really, really good flower. Really strong flower. Um, very strong indica. I think I'm gonna go have to find something to eat before I film another video. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. We've had some really harsh weather over the past few days. I'm filming this on the 4th. Probably won't be uploaded for another couple of days, but I'm filming it on the 4th. And, we've had some pretty rough weather here, guys. We've gotten through it. Everybody I know, all my loved ones, all my friends and family, we're all safe and sound. But I'd like to extend my best wishes and, you know, all that to all of y'all. I hope y'all got through it just fine. And if you didn't, my thoughts are out with you. I want you to keep taking care of yourself, keep taking care of your loved ones, and keep taking care of each other, guys. Um, it's going to be a fantastic year. I do believe that. For a lot of us, we got some great things going on. For other people, it's not so great a year. So let's try to, when we can, let's try to get together and support each other when we need it. In times of disaster or other negative things, we need to, come together and show each other a little bit of empathy every now and then. It's very important, and it's one of the things I try to practice every day. I try to find somebody to show some kindness to in some way, shape, or form, usually just by lending an ear. Um, and it's a good practice, and it's one that I think more of us should try strive to implement into our day to day lives. So if there's any of y'all out there that feel like, hey, something needs to happen, people need to start doing more to help each other. Um, you can actually, start that. I am blessed enough to been put in a position where I have been able to help a few people recently, and I'm very grateful for it. And it really is, it really is better when you're giving. Um, it's a different kind of thing. When you're helping, when you're supporting, when you're showing empathy, it does something to you. It lightens your heart, and it lightens your soul, if that makes any sort of sense, guys. It it makes everything not seem so bad if we can just show a little bit of empathy every day. Before you know it, we'll just be feeling the love everywhere we go. So I want to leave that with you guys, and I hope y'all that have had some rough weather. I hope y'all are taking care and getting through it and recuperating and rebuilding if you have to. Just remember to just keep on keeping on and keep staying lifted and keep staying blessed. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Peace.